fellow crafters, my name is Miss Lisa and we're here at the Fayette County Public Library. You have joined me for the Crafty Corner. Today we are going to be making a little nutcracker. Now for this nutcracker, in our package you are going to receive different ribbons and some jewels and a painted toilet paper tube, as well as some fluff for his hair and beard. So what we're going to need to do is you're going to want your white glue, and you're going to need some patience with this, because as you wrap the ribbons around the tube, it might take a little to hold in order for it to stick well before you move to the next step. So what we're going to do is start with the bottom of the nutcracker and pick either side, and I'm going to pick this side here, and we're going to wrap this blue around. Okay, and it's going to overlap, and that's okay. You're going to want to have the white Elmer's glue for this, and you're going to want to put it on fairly thick, but not extremely thick, because you don't want it oozing out all over your hands. So we're going to roll that there, and then we're going to take our blue ribbon. We're just going to lay it and try to even it up to that bottom edge of the toilet paper tube, and just swing it all the way around. Now where the two ribbons overlap, you are going to need some more glue. So let's add some more glue here. You could cut it, but I like just to go ahead and overlap it. Now where it overlaps, you need to keep that in mind, because this is going to be the back. You don't want these seams to be part of the front, so make sure that that's the back. Once you have the blue on, and I need to go ahead and slide it down a little bit more. Okay. You really don't want that tube showing at all on the bottom of the blue. All right, and then we're going to take the red ribbon and do the same thing. We're going to wrap it all the way around. We're going to overlap on the blue just a little bit. So remember where that seam was, that's the back. So I'm going to take this ribbon and put it around the front, and we're going to try to match our seams up at the back just as well as I can, as long as the seam. Oop, that's not going to work. Let's slide it this way. The seam is not going to be at the same place. Well, maybe I'll cut it. So there's other options here. You don't need that much. So I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to where it overlaps, I am going to put the glue there so that it sticks. All right, the seams do not match up, but it's still enough to be in the back and not in the front. All right, now that we've got the bottom of the nutcracker, we are going to do the top. This is his top hat, and it's going to stick off the tube, okay? So again, I'm looking to see where my seam is in the back. At the top, I am going to put just a little bit of glue, because we are going to stick this top hat up off the top. And that one area got, my goodness. All right, so let's stick the black on there. We're going to wrap it around. And again, it's way too long, so let's go ahead and trim it up. And this is the part that takes a little patience. And sometimes it doesn't. Where's my seam? I want to make sure it doesn't quite want to stick the first time around. So I need to go ahead and overlap the glue. Now you'll notice I haven't left much room for his face. So I'm going to need to slide this black up a little bit more so that we have some room for his face. Now, also, this seam here is going to need to be sealed all the way to the top. This little craft gets a little messy, so you might want to have a little cloth or a washcloth or a handy wipe, something nearby to get that glue off of you. Okay, and it's going to need to be held just a little bit until it sticks together. All right, I can see it's sort of messy, but the glue will dry clear, so don't be worried about that. Now, we do want a nice ribbon at the edge of his hat. So you're going to put the glue on the black, not where we want his hat, not where we're going to put his face, but we want it on the black. And so this is a nice gold white ribbon here that is going to be on his hat. Now I'm going to go ahead and overlap it instead of cutting, because the seam will be here in the back. So that works for that. All right, now we've got most of those layers on him. We do have some jewels. We have some little silver jewels for the buttons on his shirt. So wherever, here's the seam, so I'm gonna make sure that's in the back. So I've turned it all the way around. I'm gonna put 2 little dots for the 2 jewels here. And we have a big jewel for the top of his hat. Now the jewels are all different colors, so you might not get what I have. So there's that. Then with a Sharpie, you're going to want to draw his face on, okay? So you can do just a nice simple face, or I tried to make one where the eyes were a little sort of slanted like this. You can decide how you want to put his eyes on there. It's a little too skinny. He might look a little weird. All right, so we're going to do this and put the little dot in there. This is going to be a funky looking guy. It's like his eyebrows, he's staring at you, wondering what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to put a little nose in here, and I'm going to color that in with pink. I'm going to give him sort of a mustache. I'm going to fill that in. So I'm holding it with my 2 fingers here, holding him still. And over on this side, we're going to make that other bump, and we're going to come up those big whiskers that sometimes they have. And fill that in. I would love to see your nutcrackers that you have made, boys and girls. Your mom or whoever's watching you and helping you make this craft, you can put it in the comments below this video. I would love to see your nutcrackers, because I bet he comes out looking better than this one is. All right, you might want to make a little bit of an eyebrow. Okay, up here at the top. He is looking out a little mean today. I'm going to take a little pink and give him a little bit of a rosy cheek on this side and a rosy cheek on this side and a little cold nose, because sometimes these nutcrackers or these guards have to sit outside when it's cold. Now to finish him up, you're going to use this fluff to give him some hair and a little bit of a beard. So we've given you plenty. You can decide where to put it. So I really don't even need that much. So I'm going to put a little bit here under his mustache that I made and give him a little bit of a beard here. And then I'm going to give him some hair on either side. So we're going to put some glue on either side of where I made his face. And we're just going to pull off some of this hair and stick the fluff on either side. And I just put my fingers in the glue on that side. That was real smart there, Lisa. All right, let's go over here. Put that there. There we go. We have a very fuzzy, sort of mean looking nutcracker. This one is a little bit cuter. You can decide how you want it, and I would love to see yours. All right, so I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I'm Miss Lisa here at the Fayette County Public Library. Make a nutcracker, come in and get your packets, and I'll see you again next week for another awesome craft. Bye now.